You're listening to an AI audio recording generated to make our content easier to consume, whenever and wherever works best for you. Now let's dive in to discuss TechCXO's blog article, Three Pillars of a Successful AI Implementation Strategy. Why Gradual should be prioritized over speed. In the rush to reach true digital transformation, many organizations attempt an AI implementation strategy that effectively automates entire processes overnight. However, rapid, full-scale automation often leads to a surprising and less than desired result, which is a lack of trust and low adoption rates among the workforce. How is this so? While the technology might be ready, able, and willing, the people often are not. The goal isn't just to implement a system that works, but to implement a system that people feel involved in. A successful AI implementation strategy requires a balance of aggressive goal setting and a gradual, human-centric rollout. In this article, we'll explore the three pillars that allow organizations to move fast with AI while ensuring their people remain engaged and their operations stay secure. Pillar 1. Strategic intent and starting with why. When Betty Crocker instant cake mixes were first introduced, they weren't an immediate success, despite performing well in taste tests. The product had removed too much of the process tied to the rewards many felt in baking, and consumers felt disconnected. When the recipe was changed to require the baker to perform a simple manual task, adding a fresh egg, a whole new experience unfolded, bakers felt involved, and sales took off. A robust AI implementation strategy works the same way. You cannot hand employees a system that does everything and expect them to trust it immediately. They need to stay involved, see how the process works, and build confidence in the output before more responsibility is handed over to the machine. Leaders must keep humans in the loop during the early stages of implementation to ensure the technology is embraced rather than resisted. This starts with articulating the specific business problem AI is meant to solve, rather than just issuing a vague directive to be more productive. Pillar 2. Operational literacy and human accountability. AI is both a technology decision and an operations challenge. AI changes workflows and the very systems those workflows depend on. For adoption to stick, the people closest to the work must have a voice in selecting and rolling out the tools. To bridge the gap between technical potential and daily reality, leaders must establish a pillar of accountability. Identify repetitive versus judgmental tasks. Automate the manual work first to free up time for meaningful, high-value tasks. Foster AI literacy. This must start at the top. Leaders need to understand what AI can and can't do to ask the right questions and ensure investments align with real objectives. Establish accountability. Treat AI as a high-level intern. It is capable but requires supervision by experienced employees who can validate the output. Pillar 3. Governance with strategic guardrails. While the pace of adoption should feel gradual to the user, the leadership strategy behind it must be aggressive. The advantage in the current market goes to the swift, but speed requires governance to keep things from collapsing. This third pillar ensures the organization's AI implementation strategy is one that moves fast without losing control. This means evolving policies. Move beyond "don't use AI" to policies that define how AI-generated decisions are reviewed and what data is permissible. Strategic connectivity. Ensure that as teams adopt tools, they aren't creating isolated silos of knowledge. Someone must be looking at the full picture of how these tools connect across the organization. Active curiosity. Leaders should find out how teams are already using AI to ensure they aren't building expertise in isolation. Prioritize an AI implementation strategy that empowers your team through co-creation. The most successful AI-native organizations will be those that prioritize the people side as much as the platform side. By inviting employees into the process and allowing for a gradual buildup of trust through these three pillars, companies can avoid the pitfalls of forced automation. Start by identifying the why, involve your team in the how, And always ensure that your AI implementation strategy prioritizes providing a meaningful way for your people to remain the masters of the technology rather than its subjects. Now let's go through a few of our frequently asked questions about this topic. What is the primary goal of building a human-centric AI implementation strategy? The primary goal is balancing technical goals, which might carry aggressive timelines, with a human-centric rollout that needs to be more gradual in nature in order to ensure workforce adoption. This approach prevents the erosion of employee trust and skepticism and ensures long-term operational success by keeping humans involved in the process rather than treating them as subjects of forced automation. Why is human involvement critical during early AI implementation stages? Human involvement is critical because employees need to see how the process works to build confidence in the output. Without this, they may resist the technology. Keeping humans in the loop ensures that AI is embraced as a tool rather than feared as a replacement for professional judgment. How should leaders manage AI workflows to ensure accountability? Leaders should treat AI as a high-level intern that is capable but requires supervision by experienced employees. By identifying repetitive versus judgmental tasks, organizations can automate manual work while ensuring that human staff remains responsible for validating AI outputs and maintaining control over high-value organizational tasks. What role does AI governance play in a successful implementation strategy? AI governance enables rapid scaling without compromising operational control in an efficient manner. Governance involves establishing clear policies for reviewing AI-generated decisions, ensuring strategic connectivity across teams to avoid isolated silos, and maintaining active curiosity to monitor how employees are using AI tools to build expertise across the entire organization.